will start our Q4 with our first lesson. We finish our exams and now we will start our Q4. Today is our first lesson. Our first lesson will be finding area. Chapter 10, lesson 1 is finding area. Before we start, we need to know what is the difference between perimeter and area. We talked before in Q3 perimeter. What's perimeter? It's the length around the outside of a shape. You need to measure all the outside of the shape. And what is area? Area is the space inside the shape. Let's see how. Can you see these squares? In these squares, where is the perimeter and where is the area? Perimeter is to count all the sides surrounding area. Let's count. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So we have 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. This equals 16. How about area? How we can find area here? To find area, we need to count all the inside, the squares inside. We need to count the squares inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, another 5 and another 5. This means 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 15, or 5 multiply 3 rows. 5 column multiply 3 rows. Okay, so to find here the area, we need to multiply width with length. Okay, here, can you look at the units here? Here is a centimeter, but here is centimeter square. What is the difference? In perimeter, I'm adding the size. I'm adding the unit. But here I am multiplying the unit. Multiplying the unit. So here it will be centimeter square, but here will be only centimeter. Okay? Let's find perimeter and area for this rectangle. Yalla, it's small exercise. Let's do it together. What is perimeter? We said perimeter is to add all the outside length. Let's add. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This is perimeter. How about area? How about area? Area, I need to count all the squares inside. Let's count. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows, and how many 6 columns. How many rows we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 multiply 4. This will equal 24. So the area will be 24 centimeter squares, and perimeter is 20 centimeter. Some shapes have their own formula. How's that? Let's like rectangle. To find the area for rectangle, we need to multiply length by width. Let's see. Area of rectangle is equals length by width. Length A multiply B. That's mean A multiply B. Okay, that's mean A multiply B. Let's see the paragraph. Here, this shape is what? Okay, so here we need to find A. A is the vertical height. It's the height or the perpendicular line from base to the front side, like this one. So here A is the perpendicular line from the vertex up to the base. So A is the height. So how we can find the area here? This is the paragraph. Okay, it has 2 pairs of parallel sides, and the area will be A multiply. Can we read this one? We cannot make perimeter with this dimension. If I have A and B, I cannot find perimeter. Why? Because perimeter, I need to find the surrounding length. So A, it's not a surrounding length. I have B, okay. So B here and B here will be equals but I don't have the other side. Okay, let's try one example here. I have the height, the vertical height is 6 and the base is 7. So the area will be 6 multiply 7. That's clear? Now at the end, please go with me, watch the video, and I will see you next time to solve our practice book. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to Math Antics. In our last geometry video, we learned that all two-dimensional shapes have a one-dimensional quantity called perimeter, which is basically the outline of the shape. In this video, we're going to learn that these shapes also have a two-dimensional quantity called area. To help you understand what area is, let's start by imagining a line that's 1 centimeter long. Now, let's imagine moving that line in a perpendicular direction, a distance of 1 centimeter. But while we move it, it leaves a trail, almost like the end of a paintbrush. By moving the one-dimensional line that way, we formed a two-dimensional shape. And all of the space or surface that we covered along the way is the area of that shape, which, as you can see here, is just a square. Okay, but how much area does this square have? Well, our original line was 1 centimeter long, and we moved it a distance of 1 centimeter, so we could say that this shape is a square centimeter. Just like a centimeter is a basic unit for measuring length, a square centimeter is a basic unit for measuring area. But there's other units for area too. For example, instead of a centimeter, what if our line had been a meter long? And what if we had moved it 1 meter? The area we'd have gotten would be 1 square meter. Or what if our line was a mile long and we moved it a mile? We'd have a square mile of area. So just like with perimeter, the units of measurement are very important when we're talking about area. All right, so that gives you a good idea of what area is, but how do we calculate area mathematically? Well, there's some special math formulas or equations that we can use to find the area of different shapes. In this video, we're going to learn the formula for squares and rectangles and the formula for triangles. To find the area of any square or rectangle, all we have to do is multiply its two side dimensions together. They're usually called the length and the width. So the formula looks like this. Area equals length times width. But it's often written with just the first letters of each word as abbreviations. A for area, L for length, and W for width. So let's see if that formula works for our original square centimeter. If we multiply the length, 1 centimeter, times the width, 1 centimeter, what do we get? Well, 1 times 1 is just 1, but what about centimeter times centimeter? Centimeter times centimeter just gives us square centimeters, which we can write like this using a 2 as an exponent. We read this as centimeters squared, and it's just a shorter way of writing centimeter times centimeter. So whenever you see units like centimeters squared, or inches squared, or meters squared, or miles squared, you know it's a measurement of the two-dimensional quantity area. Okay, our formula, area equals length times width, worked for our square. Now let's see if it works for a rectangle. Here's a rectangle that's 4 centimeters wide and 2 centimeters long or tall. First, we plug the length and width into our formula, 2 centimeters and 4 centimeters. Then we just multiply. 2 times 4 equals 8, and centimeter times centimeter is centimeter squared. So according to our formula, the area of this rectangle is 8 centimeters squared. And we can see that's correct if we bring back our original square centimeter. If we make copies of it, you can see that exactly 8 of those square centimeters would be the same area as this rectangle. Great. Let's try our formula on one more rectangle. This rectangle is 2 centimeters long, but only half a centimeter wide. And our formula, area equals length times width, tells us that we just need to multiply these two sides together to get our area. 2 times 1/2 equals 1. So this rectangle is also 1 square centimeter. How could that be a square centimeter? It's not even a square. But just because a shape takes up 1 square centimeter of area, that doesn't mean it has to be a square shape. It just means that the total area would be equal or the same as a square centimeter. You can see that if we break up the rectangle in half and rearrange it, then it would form a square. In fact, we can use square units, like square centimeters, to measure any area, no matter what the shape is. It could be a rectangle, a triangle, a circle, or any other two-dimensional shape.